Good morning, one and all. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss PMMC meters. Actually, till now we have discussed regarding the basics of measuring instruments in chapter 1. So, in that, we have mainly discussed regarding what is measuring instruments, what is measurement process. We have discussed some basic terminology like accuracy, precision, sensitivity, resolution of a meter, and then we have come across the classification of measuring instruments, whether it is according to operation as the analog or digital. So in that analog, it will be subclassified into furthermore like absolute instruments and secondary instruments. That classification in detail we have seen. Then we come across regarding error analysis of a given meter. Error analysis, what are the different, actually, what is error, what is true value, what is measured value, how to calculate a true value from a given reading, of a given reading, how to calculate error from the given measurement, and what are the different types of errors which may come into the picture. Those things we have seen. And we have also seen the basic requirements of an instruments, like the basic requirements like essentials, the different torques which are required, deflecting torque and controlling torque as well as damping torque. What are the different torques available and what is the essentials for measuring system? Those things we have detailed, we have discussed in detail in the previous classes. So in basics of measuring instruments. Now we are going to discuss regarding the construction and working of different meters. So in that, first of all, we will start with PMMC meters, permanent magnet moving coil meters. So this is regarding the recap. So in the previous classes, we have seen regarding the introduction to measuring instruments, terms related to measuring instruments, classification of measuring instruments, distinguish between absolute instruments and secondary instruments, that is the differences, and the essential requirements of indicating instruments. And we have also seen regarding the errors in measuring instruments. In this today's lecture, we will mainly focus on the construction and working of permanent magnet moving coil meters, and we will also discuss regarding the advantages and disadvantages of this PMMC meters. So this is the tabular representation of different types of meters used as ammeters and voltmeters. So in this table, we are going to discuss the different types of meters and which is used for the process of measurement, whether it is DC or AC or both. So in that, first one is moving coil type meters. In that moving coil type meters, first one is a PMMC meter, permanent magnet moving coil type meters. So these meters are exclusively used for DC measurements only. Please make a note, very important. These PMMC meters are mainly used for DC measurements only. Next type of meter is a dynamometer type or electrodynamometer type meter, and it will be used for both AC as well as DC measurements. And next one is moving iron type. Moving iron type meters are mainly used for both AC and DC measurements. Next type of instrument is a hot wire type instrument. Hot wire type instrument. It will be used for both DC as well as AC measurements. Thermocouples. Thermocouples. So actually, it is used for converting the temperature into electrical signals. So it is suitable to measure DC and AC measurements. Next one is induction type instruments. Induction type instruments are exclusively used for AC measurements. And electrostatic type instruments are used for both AC as well as DC. So in that, if we carefully observe, the induction type instruments are used for exclusively AC measurements. Similarly, the PMMC meters are exclusively used for DC measurements, remaining all like dynamometer type, moving iron type, hot wire type, thermocouple type, and the electrostatic type instruments will be used for both AC and DC. AC and DC measurement process. So in this today's video lesson, we will mainly focus on the PMMC. PMMC meter, permanent magnet moving coil type meter, and how it is constructed and how the meter will be operated, how the torque, deflecting torque will be produced, what is the expression for the deflecting torque, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of the PMMC meter. We will discuss this today's video lecture. That first one is moving coil type instruments. So as the name indicates, moving coil type instruments, PMMC, permanent magnet moving coil. So the coil is moving. Carrying coil will be moving, and this coil is placed in a stationary magnet, which is framed by iron core and is stationary. In moving coil type instruments, the iron core is stationary, but the current carrying coil rotates. Repeat, the iron core is stationary, but the current carrying coil is rotates. So that's why this meter is called moving coil type instruments. Mainly these are two types, as we discussed. Permanent magnet type, and it is only used for DC measuring instruments. And similarly, dynamometer type, dynamometer type instruments, it is used for both AC as well as DC measurement process. Moving coil type instruments. So in that PMMC instrument, PMMC meter means permanent magnet moving coil type instrument is the most accurate for direct current measurements. This PMMC meter will be used for only DC measurements. And the working principle of PMMC instrument is same as that of T-Arsenal type galvanometer. T-Arsenal type galvanometer. The only difference is that the direct reading instrument is provided with a pointer and a scale. So in this, we are getting the value direct. We are getting the reading direct as a deflection of pointer in PMMC type instrument, permanent magnet moving coil type instrument. And the working principle of this PMMC meter is whenever a current carrying coil is placed in a magnetic field, it will experience a force. Whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it will experience a mechanical field, mechanical force. So that is similar like DC motor principle, Lorentz law. Whenever the current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it will experience a mechanical force. So this is the working principle of a PMMC meter, and the expression for that force is given as F equal to BIL. F equal to BIL, where F is the force in newtons, B is the flux density in Tesla, and I is the current in amperes, and L is the length of the conductor. B is the flux density in Tesla, that is Weber per meter square, and the I represents current in amperes, and L represents length of the conductor in meters. So this is the working principle of PMMC meter. Now we will discuss the construction of PMMC meter. So this is the actual representation of a PMMC meter, and the parts will be like this. So this part is spring, and that is a dial. Dial is on mirror, and the pointer. This is moving coil, magnets, and spiral spring. Similarly, dial, mirror. So these are the different parts existing in a PMMC meter. Actually, here we are having two permanent magnets, north pole and having north pole and south pole. Between two magnets, we are having a coil on rectangular former, and that coil is carrying current, and that is placed on a spindle. The spindle is attached with two spiral springs which are connected in opposite orientation. So we are going to see in detail different parts and how they are made up of. These are two magnets, spring, dial, mirror, pointer, moving coil. So these are the main parts existing in a PMMC meter. Just go through this video once, how this meter will be working. Okay, so this is how the PMMC meter will be having different parts. Now we will see in detail regarding the construction and working principle. Okay, so this is how the PMMC meter terminals will be there. So actually this is a 2D representation. These two are fixed coils. So here we are having the permanent magnets. So whenever the current is flowing, so it is producing the polarity, and this coil will be connected through a rectangle coil. Rectangle former is there, on that the coil will be placed, and this coil will be arranged on a spindle. So on this spindle we are having two springs, helical springs, which are made up of the phosphor branch, and these two permanent magnets are made up of Alnico or Alcomax, so which is having the maximum flux density will be produced. So for that it is made up of Alnico or Alcomax, and here we are having a cylindrical structure that is mainly for producing the radial magnetic field, radial magnetic field, and how these parts are made up of and how this meter will be working. Now we are going to see. On the spindle, it is connected with a pointer. Whenever it is experiencing a force, this coil rotates. As coil rotates, spindle rotates. As spindle rotates, this pointer is moves on the scale. So accordingly, the deflection of the pointer will take place, so which will indicate the reading of the meter. So this is the 2D representation of a permanent magnet moving coil. So in this we are having two magnets. So this is one magnet and this is another magnet. Actually this is U-shaped magnet, but in 2D it is representing as two magnets. Between two magnets we are having a aluminum frame. On that the coil will be placed, and for this frame the spindle will be attached, and this spindle will be connected to jewel bearings. In between jewel bearings this pointer will be connected. So on the bottom and top we are having the bearings. bearings are attached. So these are providing low friction. The purpose of these jewel bearings are which is offering very low friction. And for this spindle, a pointer is attached, and this pointer will be connected to spindle, and it is moving on a scale. And here a mirror will be attached. So actually, this representation will be like this. So here we are having an aluminum frame, and that coil will be placed. So this is balancing weight, and here we are having two magnets. Two magnets. Whenever the coil experiences a force, it will move. It will move. So depending on the movement, the pointer will be deflecting on the scale. So these are the different parts. One is the coil, moving coil, and these are the two magnets, permanent magnets. And here this is spindle, and here we are having a pointer which is connected to a scale. These two are jewel bearings, and here we are having spiral springs. The spiral spring will also act as a conductor. We are sending current through the spiral springs only. So this is the construction of PMMC meter. This PMMC meter mainly consists of these five parts. They are the stationary part or magnetic system, and it is having a moving coil and a control system, damping system, and meter. So the damping system which is used in PMMC meters are eddy current damping, and the control system we are using are spring control system. Spring control system. Just now we have seen in the construction. So we are using the spring control system in PMMC meter. In that the first part is the magnetic system. It is a fixed one. Actually, in the present time, we use magnets of high field intensities, high coercive force instead of using U-shaped permanent magnet having soft iron pole pieces. The magnets which we are using nowadays are made up of a material like Alcomax or Alnico, which are providing high field strength. So very important, the stationary part or the magnet system is made up of permanent magnets, and it is made up of a material called Alcomax. Alcomax or Alnico, so which is having high field strength. The flux density produced will be very high. So that's why it is made up of this material. Very important in competitive exams. They are asking the questions like the permanent magnets in moving coil instrument PMMC meter are made up of Alcomax or Alnico. Next part is the moving coil. So this moving coil can freely moves between two permanent magnets as shown in figure above. So there the moving coil is placed on the aluminum frame. The coil is wound with many turns of copper wire and is placed on rectangular aluminum which is pivoted on jewel bearings. Actually this coil will be wound on a rectangular aluminum core which is pivoted on jewel bearings. Jewel bearings. Next part is the control system. Generally, the springs will be used for producing controlling torque. Springs are generally acts as control system for PMMC instrument. The springs also serves another important function by providing the path to lead current and in and out from the coil. The damping system. The damping force is provided by the aluminium farmer. Aluminium farmer, when it is moving in the magnetic field, it is experiencing a torque created by the permanent magnets. And a meter and the meter of these instruments consists of lightweight pointer to have free movement and a scale which is linear or uniform and varies with angle. The meter of these instruments consists of lightweight pointer to have free movement and a scale which is linear or uniform and varies with angle. Now we are going to derive the expression for deflecting torque. Deflecting torque of the PMMC instrument. The torque is nothing but the twisting moment of force about an axis, and here this deflecting torque or momentum of force is the tendency of a force to rotate an object about an axis. So the deflecting torque will be given as force into distance. Force into distance. The expression for that force, according to the working principle, Lorentz law, F is equal to BIL, and the distance is the width of the coil. So width will be W, then the L into W will be the area, and we are assuming the coil is having N turns. Then the total deflecting torque will be given as N into BIA, NABI. So the obtained expression for deflecting torque TD is equal to NABI, where N is the number of turns and B is the flux density, A is the area of cross section, and I represents the current which is flowing through the coil. Actually, whenever we are sending current through the coil is placed in a magnetic field. Current coil is placed in a magnetic field. Will experience a mechanical force. According to Lorentz law, whenever current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it will experience a mechanical force. So that mechanical force will be experienced by the coil. Then the net torque developed due to current carrying conductor placed in magnetic field will be the TD is equal to NABI. NABI. So very important. You try to remember the expression. The deflecting torque of a PMMC instrument is given as TD is equal to NABI. And when the pointer is deflecting, and when the pointer is stays at the final deflection point, so where this deflecting torque will be equal to controlling torque. So at equilibrium point this TD is equal to TC, and as we just now seen, this deflecting current will be directly proportional to Deflecting torque will be directly proportional to current flowing through the coil, and this controlling torque will be directly proportional to theta. And in this instrument, the damping used is eddy current damping. So at final deflection position, this deflecting torque is directly proportional to equal to controlling torque. TD is equal to TC, where this TD is directly proportional to I and TC is directly proportional to theta. Therefore, I is directly proportional to theta. So deflection of pointer is directly proportional to the current which is flowing through the coil. So in a PMMC meter, the deflection of the pointer is according to the current which is flowing through the coil. Therefore, the scale is uniform scale. Now we will see the advantages and disadvantages of PMMC instruments. Mainly the advantages of PMMC instruments are the scale of PMMC instrument is correctly divided, so it is uniform scale. The power consumption of the device is very less. The power consumption of PMMC meter is very less, and this PMMC instruments having high accuracy because it is having high torque to weight ratio. And a single device measures the different range of voltages and current. This can be done by using multipliers and shunts. PMMC instruments use self-shielding magnet, which is useful for aerospace applications. And coming to disadvantages, the disadvantages of PMMC instruments are the PMMC instruments are only used to measure direct current, and it is not used for AC because the alternating current varies with respect to time. The rapid variation of the current varies the torque of the coil, but the pointer cannot flow as fast reversal of the deflection torque, and thus it cannot used for AC. This PMMC meter is not used for AC because in alternating current, the current is varying with respect to time. As current varies, the torque also changes, but due to inertia, the pointer will not follow in the changes in current. That's why it is not used for measuring AC quantities, alternating current quantities. Very important. The disadvantage and the cost of PMMC instrument is much higher compared to moving coil instruments. That means electrodynamic meter is one of the moving coil instrument. Comparing with this electrodynamometer type instrument, the PMMC instrument is costlier. The moving coil itself provides the electromagnetic damping. The electromagnetic damping opposes the motion of the moving coil, which is because of reaction of eddy current and magnetic field. So just now we have seen the construction and working of the PMMC meter. So it mainly consists of two magnets, these permanent magnets. So that's why it is called a permanent magnet, and the coil is rotating. So it is called moving coil. So in this, first of all, actually we are having a rectangular frame. So on this frame we are winding the coil. This rectangular frame will be fixed on a cylinder. So the cylinder is fixed on this cylinder. This rectangular coil will be placed on the rectangular former, which is made up of aluminum material, and this is attached to a spindle, and this will be having a cylindrical structure because to provide the radial magnetic field. And on this spindle we are having two spiral springs will be there, and these are made up of paspar branch material. And this whenever the coil is carrying current and placed in magnetic field, so it will try to move. So this part will try to move, and this part will go in other direction. So it will move like this. The coil is moving. The coil is moving, the spindle rotates, then the spring also moves. It will deflect on the scale. And in this we are using the eddy current damping method and spring control method. Now we will see how this PMMC meter is working as a ammeter and voltmeter. So first of all, we will see how this PMMC meter is working as ammeter. To measure current in DC circuit, the meter is connected in series with the circuit, the load with the load circuit. In the circuit with the load, the meter is connected in series. We will see that circuit. The operating current flows through the coil. When the current is flowing through the coil, it will experience a mechanical force. The coil is attached to the spindle. The pointer moves on the scale because it is attached to the spindle. The coil rotates, spindle rotates. As spindle rotates, pointer rotates. So this pointer is rotating, moving on the scale. The low resistance or shunt is put in parallel to the meter to increase the current range. Now we will see how we are increasing the range. So this is the load. For this, the meter will be connected in series. So this load will be energized from the supply. So this is supply. The meter will be connected in series. So ammeter is always connected in series. And to increase the range of the meter, we are connecting a shunt in parallel to the meter. Now we will see how this PMMC meter is working as a voltmeter. To measure voltage, actually we have to collect the meter in parallel. So note down, voltmeter will be generally connected in parallel to the load. This PMMC meter, to measure the voltage, the instrument will be connected across the supply, means parallel to the supply. The current flowing through the coil is proportional to the voltage applied, or the voltage which is to be measured. The force experienced by the current carrying conductor, that is coil, is attached to the spindle, and the pointer moves on a scale because it is attached to the spindle. High resistance or multiplier is put in series with the meter to increase DC voltage range. Actually, in the similar lines, the working principle of meter is same, but to measure voltage, we are connecting the PMMC meter in parallel to the load circuit. So please note, to measure voltage, we are connecting the meter across the supply. When it is connected to measure end, the current is flowing through the coil. Because of that, it moves. The coil moves. As the coil is attached to the spindle also moves. Uh, for the spindle, the pointer is attached. When spindle moves, pointer moves on the scale, so it will indicate the reading. To extend the range of the voltmeter, a multiplier will be connected in series with the meter to increase the DC voltage range. So this is how the PMMC meter will be working as voltmeter. We'll see the connection diagram. So here we are having a load, and load will be energized from a supply, and across the load we are connecting a voltmeter. Now to increase the range of the voltmeter, we are connecting a multiplier. In series with the voltmeter, we are connecting a multiplier. So this entire arrangement will be connected in parallel with the load. So this is regarding the PMMC meter and how the PMMC meter will be constructed and what are the different parts existing, what is the working principle of PMMC meter, and what is the construction process, how it is working, and what is the expression for deflecting torque of the PMMC meter, and the advantages and disadvantages of the PMMC meter, and how to use this meter to measure the current and voltage. So please note this PMMC meter will be mainly used for measuring direct current quantities only. So in this video class, we are mainly discussed regarding the derivation of deflecting torque. So the expression as TD is equal to NBIA or NBIL into B, where N is the number of turns, B is the flux density, and I indicates current flowing through the coil. L and B are the length and breadth of the coils. At final deflecting position, this deflecting torque will be equal to controlling torque. TD is equal to DC, and current is directly proportional to theta. So we are having uniform scale. PMMC voltmeter is used to measure the voltage, and PMMC ammeter is used to measure current. Okay, so this is regarding the today's video lesson on PMMC meter, permanent magnet moving coil meter. Now we will attend a small quiz on today's topic. In PMMC meter, the controlling torque is produced by the controlling torque is produced by option A moving coil, option B permanent magnet, option C spring, option D aluminum former. So in PMMC meter, as we discussed, the controlling torque is provided by using spring, option C. So option C is the correct answer. For providing controlling torque, springs are used. And the springs are made up of phosphor branch material. PMMC meter works on the principle. Option A AC motor, option B DC generator, option C AC generator, option D DC motor. So you remember once meter we are connecting to some electrical supply, right? So it is working as a motor first case, and this PMMC meter will works only on DC. So we can tell the meter is working on the principle of DC motor, that is Lorentz law. Whenever the current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it will experience a mechanical force. Third question, the damping torque is produced by option A, eddy current in aluminum former, option B, counterweights, option C, springs, option D, fixed coil. So in PMMC meter, the damping torque is provided by eddy current in aluminum former. Control torque produced in PMMC instrument is control torque produced by option A, springs, option B, counterweight, option C, fixed coil, option D, pointer. So springs, just now we discussed. Option A, springs. PMMC meter works on the principle DC motor. So on this today's topic, the frequently asked questions are derive the expression for deflecting torque in a PMMC instrument. So there we have to derive the expression TD is equal to NPAI Newton meters. Explain the construction and working of PMMC voltmeter with a neat sketch. Explain the construction and working of PMMC ammeter with a neat sketch. Generally, they are asking the questions like this: construction and working of PMMC meter. Okay. So on this today's video lesson, if you have any queries, you can ask me, or you can put the question in comment box so that we will discuss in the next class. Thank you all of you for your patient listening throughout this video lecture. So in next class, we will solve some simple problems on this PMMC meter torque expression of a PMMC meter. Thank you all of you for your patient listening throughout the video lecture. So today I will stop here.